Hello everyone, today I am doing a first impression on the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. I did buy it myself, not like it matters, but I was just so excited to try it because I love the concealer, which I know I have around here somewhere, but you guys know what the state of my beauty room looks like right now. Not good. Here it is right here, so you can see I quite like it. This is in the shade Fair 5, this shade right here. I really like it. I've talked about it quite a lot on my channel, so I went on the website and I purchased 2 different colors just because I didn't know if I was going to be fake tan or not, so definitely think I might have to kind of mix both of them together today to match my washed out shit as fake tan that I currently have that's like patchy and disgusting. Love it. I picked up the shade Fair 25 and Light 70 and I'm actually so happy with how the packaging looks. I thought it would be like, I don't even know, like a plastic packaging, or I don't know. I just looked at this and this is kind of like a plastic. I think this is actually glass. It's quite weighty. Looks really beautiful actually with the white pump and the cute little stars all over it. It doesn't come with a cap or anything. It's just got like the little pump and you can lock it with the like nozzle just by twisting it, which is good. So if you are traveling with it, you can just snap it shut. So as always, I am going to prime half of my face today so we can see if there's any difference between the longevity and the way it looks on each side of my face. I feel like that's a friggin' script at this point. How many first impression videos have I done in my life? I swear, like if someone went through and actually had a look at my channel, I've probably done like 100 of these videos, but I just love them. Do you guys still like watching them? Let me know if there's certain foundations you want to see too. I think next, if you guys are keen, I'll do the 2D 3D. I think it launches in New Zealand pretty soon, like in the next month or two. I know, very late. So for primer today, I'm going to use maybe just this again. This is my One Step Correct by Stila. Throwback. Love this one. It's very color correcting and hydrating and it just feels so good. So we've got that on. I just want to go wet my sponge because I forgot. I'm back. I just gave it a quick scrubberoo using my solid brush cleaner so it's almost nice and clean. I missed a spot. I've been using the same soap. That looks so scummy in the corner. I need to scrape that out. But I've been using the same soap for freaking like a year. I'm not even joking. This stuff lasts forever. Granted though, I probably don't wash my brushes as often as I should, but still it does last a long time. Okay, so I'm going to just start with, I don't even know what I should do to like get my color. I'm going to start on the prime side and that's how much one pump looks like. I'm just going to mix in like a little bit of the darker one too. I'll see if I can get out like a half pump. Is that a half? I don't even know what that is. Okay, so we've got both colors. I'm just going to kind of blend them together on my finger or with my finger and just spread it out, and then we will go ahead and blend it and see how it goes. So the formula doesn't feel like extraordinary. It just feels like a normal foundation. It's not super thick, not super runny, not super hydrating, not super dry. It's blending out fine. Like it's just a nice kind of creamy formula. What's this coverage like? I feel like it's kind of like a medium coverage. It's blending out fairly easily. I feel like you have to go over a little bit because it leaves a few little patches, but just running over it a couple of times kind of gets rid of them. And that color is like pretty good, I would say. That pump and a half definitely covered like half my face. It's not really down my neck or anything yet, so I need to add some more there. But let's go ahead and do the unprimed side now. I'm gonna try and do like the exact same amount. So 1 pump of that. Oh my god, I got it like all over the freaking pump. How do I get it out? And then a half. And then once again, I'm just taking my finger. Yeah, it looks like a lot, eh? I feel like I always use so much foundation, but YOLO. Okay, so we're just gonna blend this out on the unprimed side now, and it feels like the same when I'm blending it. I feel like it's actually not as like patchy on the unprimed side. How I said to go over a couple of times on this side. This side, it just kind of blended out flawlessly, a lot quicker. I don't know if it's because I started blending it so quick and maybe it had set a little bit on this side before I started blending it. I don't know. Definitely looks nice. It's not like blowing me away, but it looks nice, you know? Nice medium coverage, doesn't feel heavy. It feels like I'm wearing makeup, but it's not heavy by any means. It's not super thick, it's not super cakey. It still feels lightweight. So I don't even think I need to like build it up really. Or maybe I'll just do like a tiny bit just on my jawline where I get a bit more redness just to see if it's buildable. I'm just gonna use my sponge to kind of pick up some product and transfer it to the other side as well. Doesn't seem to be oxidizing and it's very easily buildable. It's not going cakey or chunky or anything. It's just increased coverage. So yeah, it's fine. Once again, I'm not being blown away at this point. The finish is quite matte. I'd say it's like a demi matte. It's got a little bit of a shine, but it's not like glowy or anything. and it really does dry down. It doesn't stay like wet on your face or hydrating looking or anything. So I'm just gonna look it up on my phone and read you a little bit about the product. So the foundation costs at $12 US. They ship to New Zealand. I can't remember how much shipping was. I feel like it was free. Yeah, it was, because you get free global shipping over 50 bucks. Amazing. And they have a bunch of different shades. You can see here, I haven't seen the shades in person, so I don't know how pale and how dark the lightest and darkest shades are. But they do look like they've got a pretty good range there. And it is a matte foundation. They reckon for a more maximum coverage, use a like kabuki brush. So, you know, like the round face brush or something like that to really pack it on. They said for a medium coverage, use a sponge or a duo fiber brush. So I don't know if it'll make much difference by using a brush, but I usually just go for a sponge because it's so freaking easy. And it says follow up with your no filter concealer to brighten under your eyes. And they've also got a setting powder to use, but I'm just going to use my normal one I always use. They've also got Afterpay. What the heck? Man, Colourpop is, I don't know how they make any money at it. This stuff's so cheap. That's that. It's definitely quite a matte finish, so I will be loading on the highlighter later. But for now, I'm just going under my eyes using this Colourpop No Filter Concealer. And once again, shade Fair 5. I love this stuff. It's very creamy and easy to blend, which is perfect. And cheap as well. So I'm just using the same sponge to blend that all under my eyes, the inner corner, and I always do a little bit on my eyelid too. Hey guys, so I just powdered my face and I'll just insert some flash photography pictures on top of me talking right now so you can see how it looks under flash photography. It's pretty fine, doesn't seem to really have any flashback. I set my face using my MAC Studio Fix powder and my Bare Minerals Summer Bisque under my eyes, and my face looks a little bit powdery. I definitely think on a normal day I would quite like to apply some setting spray to really soak up the excess powder. I feel like because the foundation sets quite well on its own, adding powder on top, yeah, it just looks a bit like powdery looking. It doesn't look cakey, it just looks powdery. You have that like fuzzy kind of finish all over. But other than that, it looks very flawless. I like the coverage. It looks very natural still. It doesn't look cakey. Like you can see an ever so slight hint of my natural skin texture, like a few spots and like, you know, a little bit of redness and stuff, which I actually like because it just looks really real. Like it doesn't look super cake face and fake looking. So if you like a natural finish but still flawless, like that's kind of what this gives to you, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I'm going to continue with my makeup today and I'll come back later and tell you guys how it's going. It's like 10:30 at the moment, so yeah, I'm gonna wear this until late tonight so you guys can see how it wears over a really long period of time. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, by the way. I would love to have you here. Hit on those notifications too. I upload 2 or 3 times every single week, no matter what. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a few hours. Hey guys, so here's how my makeup looks with highlighter on. I have to say, like before I put my highlighter and bronzer on, I looked very, very dull. Like my skin looked kind of grey and just didn't look very like alive. Like it didn't look very healthy. It just looked very matte and dusty looking. So I definitely needed to pack on highlighter. Like if I was to wear this foundation again, like if it does look really good still by the end of the day, I would definitely set it with something like this, just so that it, you know, looked more radiant, because I'm just not a fan of the finish on myself. I do have very normal to slightly dry skin, so maybe if you had more oily skin you would like it a bit better, or if you just prefer that super matte finish. But yeah, that's how it looks on me. Now it's all complete. It's been like 2 hours since I caught up with you last, so yeah, this is how it looks after a couple of hours. I feel like it's already starting to grip a little bit onto some dry areas around my chin, which is not ideal, but other than that it looks good. It's just like super matte. Wow. So I will come back in a few more hours when we've worn it a lot longer. Okay. Hey guys, so it is now 4 p.m. and this is how it's looking. It is wearing super beautifully and it's not clinging on to dry patches anymore. I'm going to zoom you right in so you can see everything in the dark a little bit because it shows the texture a little bit better. I feel like it's starting to melt a little bit around my nostrils, which seems to be a problem I have with a lot of different foundations. Not every foundation, but a lot. But it hasn't faded anywhere. And it was clinging a little bit here earlier, but it hasn't gotten worse, like I said. It definitely does not look shiny. It looks very flawless, especially in this lighting right now. Wow, the 4 o'clock sun is doing me favors. It looks nice, for sure. Like I said though, I definitely need a bronzer and stuff with this and a lot of highlighter. And if I could, setting spray. But with all of that, like I mean, usually you would do that anyway if you're wearing foundation, you know what I mean? I'm just letting you guys know that I did look very dull before all of it. So yeah, that's how we're going. It looks very, very smooth as well over my pores. Like you can't even see my pores. It completely camouflages those, which is a really good thing. Yeah, it hasn't sunk into lines. That's about it. That's all I can say right now. So I'm going to continue about my day. I'm about to go get my nails done and I'll talk to you guys afterwards. Hey everyone, so it is now 7 p.m. and it is still looking basically the exact same as last time. I feel like it looks a little bit more dry around the side of my nose. It kind of like melted a little bit last time and now it's gone a little bit, not flaky, but kind of. I feel like it looks a little bit more dry on my chin where I've got like those like under skin breakouts and stuff, but other than that it looks the exact same. Like it still looks fine. I would still happily rock this out and about. It does not look bad by any means at all. So that's all I have to say right now. It hasn't faded. So amazing. I love it when a foundation won't fade on me because usually every foundation almost fades on me, so that's good. I'm gonna come back one more time late tonight. I'm gonna go do some gaming streaming on my Twitch, which is Shaaanxo, and then come back at the very end of the night, so it should be like midnight or something. We're gonna see how this sucker looks later. Hey guys, so it is now 1 a.m. Yeah, I've been gaming all night, so my makeup looks pretty good still considering. My eyeshadow looks good, lipstick's definitely a bit meh, but the foundation looks nice. Ooh, I almost knocked over my water. By the way, no, I'm not drunk or anything. I'm just very tired. The only thing I can notice is it's a little bit oilier on my forehead. Nothing else has changed. It still looks the same around my nose and on my chin on the drier skin, and it has not faded. So that's pretty amazing. It looks, yeah, a little bit oily on my forehead, but if I just take my powder brush with whatever's on it and just tap it out, it looks brand new. Look at that. So how long is that? What time did I start? Like 10:30? 14 hours? Was that 14 hours or am I don't know. My brain's too tired. It's a long time. 10:30 till 1 a.m. It performed pretty well. I reckon if you do like a very matte finish, you should give it a go. Personally, is it my favorite? No, but that's only because of the finish. Would I consider using it again? Yes. Will I use it again? I'm not sure because I've got so many foundations. It's just not one that I would immediately think about. Like, it's definitely not bad. It's not bad at all. I think you need to use a little bit of a setting spray with it just to kind of brighten it up a little bit and soak away any excess powder once you set your foundation. It's just a little bit too dull for me. Like, I could definitely make it work, but like I said, I've got so many other foundations that I like a bit more that I'd probably reach for before the Colourpop one. So yeah, the answer is I do like it. It lasted amazing. It's just like not my favorite. So yeah, if you do like a matte finish, check it out. I will link it down below. Yeah, it's super matte and it does last really well. Like I said, there's a little bit of oiliness, but that was after a very long time. That's the first time I touched anything on my face all day, including lipstick, as you can probably tell. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, let me know what first impression you want to see next, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.